looked at the other book after this, it's really made it a lot. It's kind of like made it more concise. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's excellent. It really has been very made it you know, good for me. I mean, it wasn't that it wasn't good before, but it kind of like brought it all together, I guess what I'm trying to say. I think you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the next thing I want to talk about is most people do not really know what this is on page 23. I don't know if you have the book. And the results of the threefold path of bliss. Most people do not really know what they want from life. In truth, everyone is searching for constant peace and happiness. Many people search outside an illusion. I don't see your picture.
Yes.
Bliss is our original nature. We do not need to search for it, but simply you realize it. Then this is interesting. When we experience pleasure, we become introverted briefly and get a glimpse of bliss. This gives us the illusion that happiness came from outside. Because of this illusion and lack of awareness, we search for external happiness and get trapped in the cycle of transmigration. When we interact with other living souls, we feel joy. Joy is direct reflection. If we are proud of our ideology, belonging to a race, religion, nation, it is still further diluted mental reflection that assures and builds our ego. By searching for happiness outside, we're only running away from it. We can realize bliss only when we remove our attention to sensory input and make the mind introverted.
Yeah.
That is really an enlightening thing, because I always thought you're supposed to be extroverted, you know, and assert yourself and all that thing. This is very comforting, actually, and I just wanted to, you know, see if you had anything to add, you know, expand. I know you, maybe you can expand on that, you know.
Yes. So fundamentally, all the books that you read, actually they grew as I gained greater and greater clarity. I taught all the principle into more practical, applicable way. So later books actually precipitation of all the essence that I digested. And I want students to digest themselves. I made it like pre-digested, so it's easier. Because if you read the direct scriptures, you don't comprehend it. Whatever you read, you interpret with your background, your conditioning. So this is what basically is. Everyone is searching for happiness. That is a fundamental thing. Everyone is searching for long-lasting happiness. And long-lasting happiness is deep within us. It can never leave us. It is the foundation that is called bliss. When we go out in the world looking for happiness, we find temporary happiness as pleasure, excitement, anything that you feel. With eating or purchasing something, you get excitement. What happens when you feel excited? When you feel really good, what happens? When you eat and you get engrossed in eating, you forget who you are. The subject, object, and process become one. That time you become introverted. That time you feel peace.
Right.
And you don't know where it came from. You say, well, I ate something, gave me happiness. So because of this illusion, we go on eating food, thinking it gave happiness. We go on purchasing things, it gave happiness. You buy new car. Happiness lasts only for a few minutes. Then you get used to it. You buy a new house, same thing. You meet new friends, same thing. Nothing permanent. So the awareness is that stop running. More you stop running, you find out that peace is your own nature. In the scripture, There is a story, a musk deer in the springtime smells fragrance of musk, and he thinks it came from outside. He runs in the woods until gets exhausted. When he's ready to die, realize the fragrance was coming from his own navel. That is the metaphor. That is the analogy. In life, we run all our life thinking pleasure came from wealth, fame, power, prestige, possession, belonging to things. All this, when we are aware, we realize it was illusion. Really, it came only when you are quiet. Just think, there is a millionaire or billionaire on one hand, there is ordinary person, a laborer who makes living by labor. Who could be happier? How can you determine who is happier? The millionaire, billionaire could be worried about sustaining the property, worried about the prestige, can be worried about everything. Has ulcer, cannot eat. His insomnia, cannot sleep. The laborer who makes very little money, but he has no other tensions. He's too busy to worry during the day and too sleepy to worry during the night. So where did happiness come from? It's just very clear-cut example you observe in the life of others and your own life. That is illusion. It came from outside. And earlier I talked about dharma. Real joy and happiness come by following your dharma, not by doing anything else. You don't need to do anything. Follow dharma. Flow with nature. Become an instrument to serve unconditionally. That is what nature does. Animals are happy because they follow the rhythm of nature. Humans are unhappy because they go against the rhythm of nature. Humans have special advantage of intellect and consciousness. They can find higher direction to find permanent peace. Animals can find happiness because of instinct by following the nature. So that is the answer. So it says all the basic things, that everything is within. Stop running. The first step for finding peace is to realize it is illusion, that it comes from outside. If you remove that illusion, you will be worthy to experience peace at all the times. Okay.
Right. That's been a tremendous enlightenment